folks, it's Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to the 19th episode of our Railroad Tycoon 2 US Let's Play. The scenario is almost done and over with. They're going to be entering the 21st century in this episode. And then I'm going to assume the next episode after that is the grand finale. And that will give us our final score, ladies and gentlemen. So sit tight. It's about to get crazy up in here. Woo boy. Last time we were here, we were looking through our trains and trying to upgrade as many as we could. Heck, we even got some modernization and gave some shiny bullet trains. Where's the one that's where's the crown jewel of our fleet? Where is it? Hold on, I'm trying to find where it is. There you are. Heck, we even threw in a Eurostar over here. Look at that bad boy. It's going just south of Dallas, showing itself off. Going to New York to LA. Very nice. So in this episode, we're going to try to see what the 21st century brings us. We already got ourselves a landfill outside in Mexico here. So we're going to be going for that and setting up some waste management lines, I guess you could call it. So of course you know what buttons to hit. With that said, let's get Z-Waste Management on track, shall we? At the end of the last episode, we had our landfill out near Tucson, but for some reason it got placed in Mexico. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but that's not... Never mind. I'm not going to question the geography of this game. Okay, so let's see if we can get over there first and foremost. I don't care about the coal thing, but I guess it's a little bit extra if we wanted it. There we go. All I really care about is getting that landfill. That's it. There we go. So Tucson, there it is. It is outside of Tucson, even though it's in Mexico. Again, makes total sense to me. I don't know about everybody else. Okay, so we got that set up. So here's how I'm going to do this. We only have a limited amount of... I don't want to start sending trains from every single spot over there. That would get crazy. So we're going to kind of compartmentalize this a little bit. If we can. So say, for instance, we'll have one train start here. It'll pick up some more waste, and then go right to the landfill. So we're going to kind of compartmentalize this a little bit, if we can. So that would put me on the hook for 4 trains as of right now, and we're all going to make them all electric, so... Let's see how well this works out. We're still using E11s as of right in this moment. Because they're a little faster, though. That could change as time rolls on. So where is our first electric plant? Over here. Okay, so like I said, we would go to Topeka. We go to Oklahoma City to pick up some more, and you would just go right to Tucson, to the landfill in Mexico, or Tucson Crossing, or whatever you want to call it, and just drop the stuff off. Okay, let's look at that. So once again, we'll repeat the same procedure. I don't think we have anything going to Cincinnati just yet, so we'll start one in Nashville, Houston, and then we'll go from there. Or... Cincinnati doesn't have the electric plant. Okay, so that works. So, once again, same procedure here. Start this off in Nashville. Grab as much waste as you can. Go to Houston. Get their waste. Send it to Tucson Crossing. And there you go. If there's a closer landfill, we can certainly reroute these for sure. Let's see. There's some in Philly. There's some in Richmond. I don't know if there is in Richmond right now. But we'll assume there is. So once again, this is the last train. Second to last train, excuse me. So Philly. Richmond. We have a full boatload. If there's a landfill that shows up on the East Coast, good for us. We'll definitely make use of that. Final one. So one here in LA. I believe that's the only one we have access to, so... LA... Of course, Tucson doesn't have any, but in the event we actually do get it. And this one's very close. Okay, excellent. Funny part is we can actually bring back coal because I believe the electric plants do demand it. So actually, I screwed up. If it's available, we'll bring back coal for the electric plants too. I completely forgot. So this is actually kind of extremely convenient. Okay, there we go. Nice. You know what? I changed my mind. I just noticed LA doesn't have one. Why are you... Okay, so we'll turn it to green. If you have it, great. If you don't, I don't care. Okay. And then for Tucson, can we do something with that? Do you have stuff? Oh, you have plenty. Alright, are you electrified? Yes. So my plan was to send this to the diesel plant in... Well, there's one in Chihuahua. Alright, we can do that. It's gushing cash and I don't own it. Ah, brilliant. Alright. That'll have to work. For now. Oop. There we go. I'm not going to worry about the waste because we have a train dedicated to that already. And there we go. And we got that oil well rocking and rolling. Excellent. All right. We'll leave this as is. I don't think the trains are stupid enough to come through here and then turn around. That would be kind of silly if that happened, to say the least. So we now have that on track. We could actually do something with this wall over here. Alright, let's see if we can find a spot for that wall outside of our station over here. I just noticed we can do something with that. What is demanding wool? Oh, well, this is easy. Okay, what is demanding goods? Well, we can be... Phoenix it is. It will send it close to home. Alright. I see we also have a lot of grain and tap, too. Is there a bakery nearby? I'm looking at... Yes! We have one in Pueblo. Does Phoenix or Tucson need food? Not quite, although Albuquerque probably is. Oh, it does! Bingo! Done. As long as they're not making any wrong turns, you're good. Nice. The only... Oh, you know what? The only thing... I think the trains are smart enough. Well, not quite. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna fix this. Neaten this up. Alright, we're good. There we go. There we go. So that works out nicely. So now, of course, we have all of our trains, waste trains heading there. And look at that. We already got one heading in that direction. And then there's that. Ah, that's wonderful. I can't see what one that is. Oh, it's one of these. Aw, dang it. So one of our TGVs crashed. That's unfortunate. Meanwhile, I gotta get rid of the dividend again. This isn't looking good. I gotta cut this to 0. I don't like where this is going. Just continue to loot, hemorrhage money for whatever random reason. And now we have chemicals over there. Do you even need them? Yes, okay. Not sure where I would dump this off. Ah, perfect. All right, we got that done, and we're off. All right, there we go. So that'll just go across the border and do its thing. Oh, man, we are losing lots of money. Oh, new tire plant outside of San Antonio. That's awesome. I'm not sure when the nuclear reactor or the uranium mine will show up. Those are the only two things that we have not seen just yet in regards to industry. Okay. That was a little dramatic, to say the least. Hold on. I forgot to replace it. Okay, we're gonna have to be cheap here. How is there no sand over here? What are we doing? Okay, we have stuff. All right. One thing I was hoping to do was also upgrade the stations because we don't have that completely upgraded. Some of them don't even have telephone poles, which is kind of silly, to say the least. So we may be fixing that a little briefly. Once again, I'm going to let the motions go through and see if we're okay in the money front. I also might want to check on traffic, because I feel like everything's starting to not get jammed up. Oh my goodness, look at that top speed. For a steam engine? My goodness, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Okay, that's bad. Jeez. Calm down, game. I don't need you crashing all of my stuff. That's not how this works. Okay. Oh man, we have an excess of iron over here. We have an excess of coal. Still! Oh my goodness. Alright, we gotta fix that. So I'm gonna Cheyenne. Ah, they do. They don't. It's just about to say. Well, we can certainly make it work. We'll send it to Abilene, who will give us all goods. Nice. Pueblo demands the goods, so we'll send them there. Okay. Alright, so that's all set. Take that, you stupid train robbers. Jerks. We have more train breakdowns. Oh my god, what is happening? What? Uh-oh. We are barely making money. Our revenues are close, but look at how much profit we're... Ugh, what is going on here? Is it Y2K? Are all the computers crashing? No, that's not. That doesn't happen in this game. Oh dear. I think it's industry profits that are literally the only thing keeping us afloat right now. Otherwise, this is not really that good. Oh, we finally have our first waste things coming about. All right, that's cool. I'm gonna have to take an emergency run through all of our trains here because this is not good to say the least. So hold on, I'm gonna have to go through every train and try to figure this out here. So, or, you know what? Let's do it live. Let's see here. Well, right off the bat, I see one thing that's getting us. Passengers. I think we have one too many passenger trains here. Why do you still have passengers? Oh, that's right, because these stations are not conductive to that. First off, you need to be sent somewhere. Okay, first off, no more passengers. You're done. Second off, go to Marathon. You need to go there. Okay. It could be also a case of our fleet is aging. Like, this one's 44 years old. But I've noticed the passenger ones are not doing very good here. This one kind of was making money. This one not so much. So I would say probably we would delete and retire this one. Some of our trains are getting very old, too. Like, this one is getting very old. Although, demand fatigue is not really helping us at all, to say the least. Fortunately, they need stuff in Buffalo. Well, you're in customs to begin with. Hold on. Okay, first off, you gotta go back to Cleveland. Never mind. No, go to... I'll just send it to Buffalo. Screw it. And if I can, I'll try to upgrade it to a -9 or E11, depending on what it is. Again, keyword is if I can, but I don't know if it will for sure. I'm looking through a lot of these trains. We'll just do the previous year and then as well the lifetime and see if maybe that are okay. Like, some of it could be demand fatigue, and there you go. That's what I was talking about. Just straight up demand fatigue right there. Unless, say, we can send it to somewhere else and then upgrade it. Again, these trains are not cheap anymore. They are by no means cheap. In fact, they will probably cost a pretty penny. Well, I can't replace that one in general, so that's par for the course. So trains like this one probably just need to be sent somewhere else, to say the least. Like, say, if I were to send it to Marathon, this would probably work. We still have just barely enough money to get us through. Like Amarillo, for instance, is all tapped out on the goods department. But if we were to send it to, say, San Antonio, that might help us out a little bit. I'll replace what I can. It's going to have to be, unless it's an electric track like we have here, I'll go to the E11 since they're cheaper. So basically deference to cheaper options, to say the least, in other words. Okay. Oh dear. Well, there's one right there, so now you can go to Amarillo. All right. That one can certainly make it. Let's see here. So again, I'm looking through this. Again, a fleet age... Fleet age might be on the issue here, to say the least. Where is it starting from? I don't even see it. Oh. I might have to electrify that track. Hang on. See, now I'm screwing up, too. There we go. If I need to electrify track, I'll do it, too. I don't mind doing it. I should probably electrify that track from Dodge City. Okay, we'll do that first. I think that's a little bit more important. Let's say. So we'll get Dodge City some electrified track. Alright. Well, Wichita's already got electrified track, but at least there now we just electrified that piece. So there's that. In theory, this should be electrified too, just because. We'll neaten this up a little bit. Well, there's a train on it, so that's not going to help. All right. And at least we got what we were looking for there. Okay. So I'm staring at this. I know. We got a lot of unprofitable trains, but again, I think demand fatigue might have something to do with it. Although this is going to get a lot, and of course, again, aging fleet does not make matters any better. Some of these trains are just super old. We're down to 7 million, though, so I can't replace too many of these. Otherwise, what's going to happen is we're going to run out of money. So maybe the older trains get deference here. I would love to use some of these older trains here. Like this one I might, for say, use... Well, it's going over hills, right? That's true. All right. I would prefer this one if it was going over a hill. How does this have a 34% chance of breaking down? What? That is insane. My goodness. Alright, I guess we won't be using TGVs anymore. My goodness. But those other electric trains cost $1 million, if you recall, so let's be very careful. I guess we'll send it further south. That one's nice and shiny and new. Alright, so once again... I think we can. Okay, hold on. Alright, meanwhile, I'm just showing you because, again, we don't have much time left in this whole playthrough, so here's what it is. I'm going to retire that one. That one's made a lot of money. Some of these passenger trains, as I'm going through them, are probably going to get deleted. This one, for instance, is done. This one's not making a lot of money, even though it's named after something. No. No for you. No for you. We'll keep some of the other ones here. Assuming they're making money, which it looks like they are, but you aren't. Okay, you gotta go. We can't be doing that. This one, I'm just going to assume probably has more to deal with its age than anything else. Otherwise, it's fine. You're done. Let's see. I think we should really get rid of some of these. Wow, that's a tire one. I have to kind of give it deference, to say the least. I know some of these other ones are just iffy. Alright, we'll leave it as is. I don't want to, but so be it. Could just be a lack of supplies, too. Let's see. This one isn't doing too hot, or that one's gone. Demand fatigue or just something else. Yep. Cleveland needs food. Okay, that's awesome. Actually, I'll try to replace this one as well. Oh, I might have to electrify that line outside of Richmond. That's okay. Where's Richmond Junction? There it is. Okay, that's all set. Moving on. How do we still have one GG1 remaining? My goodness. Apparently, some trains didn't get the memo that we need to upgrade them completely. Send you to Raleigh and upgrade you too. Wilmington Junction's also going to need it now. That's okay. Like I said, if some things haven't been electrified, we can certainly make it happen. There we go. We got that in. Let's see. Is there anything else? Again, it's amazing how we still have some GG1s left over, but hey, so be it. Baton Rouge still demands goods, but I will replace it with an E11. There's no need to have a train that ancient. That's a previous model. We don't need it. Let's see. A lot of our auto trains are struggling too. I don't know if that's due to lack of supply or they just can't deliver the autos needed. Now that's a new one. I'm not going to replace that. We'll replace it with a -9. I don't know. We'll just straight up retire this one and this one. So some of these just need to get the axe, period. Like, that's probably going to get it. Oh, that's definitely getting it. We can't accept that. I don't want that one, but hey, so be it. Let's try to speed this up a little bit here. Okay, this one... Wait, what are you? Oh, dear. Okay, this needs to go. Ah, what did I do? Game, behave yourself. All right, I think we were somewhere around here. Let me look. This one's barely making any money, but it's about to give us a nice load in Thunder Bay over here, so fine. It's 28, so I'll let it slide. It's in customs anyways. I'm not going to disturb it. Apparently a lot of our wood-based trains are not doing too hot, so I'm going to retire a couple of them if need be. Well, this one, I think, can also be retired. Starting to notice a trend that our wooden ones are not doing too well. Wait, how did we get back to the beginning? What? Bruh. Alright, let's try this again. Gone is that one. Yeah, see, it's a lot of our wood-based trains are causing issues, so I might retire a lot of these. That one's going to, just to save on costs. That one looks like it's iffy, but at least it's in customs making money, so I can't really complain. Also, a lot of our tire trains are not working out. Could just be they're not delivering autos, which I can understand. We may have to think about redoing those. I think that could be a problem later on. Once again, it seems like lumber is unprofitable. Oh, speaking of which, ew. That is definitely not profitable. We're getting rid of that. There's our baby, the Eurostar right there. Yeah, I think a lot of these trains might be, they can't bring back autos. I'd have to look into that and see if that's the issue or if there's some kind of pattern there or what. That might be what's going on, and I don't like it. All right, those ones are just new. Okay, so there we go. So we had to retire a few trains. We're back below 200. We're at 10. Okay, now that looks just awful, but it has to stay like that. I will issue some stock though to kind of help us out here. Not for nothing. We did have to set some train retirement, so it's not going to be until... Never mind! Damn you, Y2K. This actually isn't good, to say the least. Alright. Up, and we screwed up again. What did I do? Hold on. Oh, we didn't electrify Pierre's line. Okay, we can electrify that. All right. Worried about money, though. There we go. Okay, so that helps. We got it over to Redfield, too. Okay. Actually, I'm going to electrify this line as well, really quick. Go. So yeah, the profit looks bad, and now we're in a recession as if things couldn't get any worse. All these trains are looking nice, but the problem is we can't buy any of them. They're like millions of dollars. Oh, now we have 2 auto plants. What are we doing here? All right, we'll have to speed the game up. I know, that looks absolutely terrifying. Oh, God, we're in the red. That is not good. Yeah, our revenue and profit have fallen off a cliff. Hey, at least I'm now worth $2 billion. Oh, God, I hope the game doesn't screw me over at the very end. This is kind of the key here, though, so let's see what happens. Welcome to the 21st century, y'all. We finally made it. Okay. So actually, this is where we're at right now. We've been on a slow decline. That makes sense, I'm sorry to say. So I'm gonna have to issue some more stock in order to get us to make this work. Wow, we have $1 billion in cash just sitting there. That's insane. My goodness, but we have no dividend here. That's the only issue. I actually might swap out my manager. He was doing great right up until passengers decided not to be a thing. And if I go over to my balance sheet, this might help us out a little bit. Yeah, we lost 19 million because we retired a lot of trains, I'm sorry to say. Yeah, passengers aren't really making us money. And car maintenance isn't really an issue. I'm actually going to hire Mr. Willard over here. I think we can... Yeah, because he's... The 25%'s nice, but I don't think it's going to matter as much. So I'm going to hire Mr. Willard. He's going to be our new manager. We're going to see if the cheaper fuel costs help us out. That's been kind of our Achilles heel. Yeah, we weighed $1 billion and almost not even $1 billion in passengers over the lifetime of this game. Fuel costs have been absolutely killer. So I would say at 25% reduction in fuel costs, we'll take that all day, every day. So we'll see if that helps. Now, we've got... Okay, I don't own that. That's wonderful. Give me that. Alright, there's really nothing else here. So what I kind of want to do now is I'm curious to see what the tires are doing. We'll go back to those tire trains for 1 minute. What I'm talking about is this. Where is it? Where's a tire train? This guy right here. I'm wondering if this is not really helping at all. And I see there's no autos here. So maybe through our tire trains here. See, I left it as optional. It could also be a supply issue too, although we've got 6 in Toronto. I'm going to leave it as is and chalk it up to maybe the ports are just jammed. But let me go through all of my tire trains specifically and see if there's, like, any issues. Because we really shouldn't be losing that much money. That seems obscene, so hold on for just a second. Alright, so upon further review, this is what I concluded. The tires themselves are fine. It's the rubber that's getting a little bit iffy. Because I think we only get, like, what, 2 per year? So we're having supply demand. So what I've decided to do for each one, I have this set until where the trains have to load half their cargo. That's not going to be green, so I know it's a little bit risky. But what that means is that now the trains will just take whatever they can get, and they'll run away with that cargo. It's a little bit of a risk, but it might just work out. So they'll just leave with whatever, because, let's see. Yeah, just 2 rubber per year, so I think that's the issue that we're getting over here, to say the least. It's kind of unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Meanwhile, I saw some fertilizer thing over here. Oh, man, we have a lot of fertilizer demand, but nothing on the East Coast. Okay, that's fine. So at this point, we're just moving along until, you know, something happens with the game, to say the least. Let's see, is there anything more we could do, or do we need to, can we just speed this up until we get there? I mean, not entirely. Lucrative and I don't buy it. I own it. That's wonderful. But, whoa, losing money, but I own it. Oh, that's not acceptable. Oh, I didn't even notice we were out of cash. Whoops. I completely forgot we were kind of short on cash there. Hold on. Oh, we're... Right, I forgot we were kind of losing money here, so we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled to that, too. Let's see. Let's set it to 5. Yeah, because we are still in a recession right now. Makes sense considering the time frame, so... What? Game's trying to prank me. It says I'm bankrupt. Alright, so we'll see if our new manager works here, and then we'll... move on and we'll advance this game till 2005, and then we'll see where we're at. Very lucrative, but I don't own it. All right. Makes sense to me. Really anything else we could do? All these modern industries... Oh, the chemical plant over there just went away. That's fine. So my thoughts for the rubber is... You know, if they're getting rubber, that might be our way to get stuff. Let's see. I don't really need tires. That's the other thing, too. It could be demand fatigue getting us as well. We have another plant in Richmond. Suppose we could do that. Or just replace this train that just crashed that we can't afford. Oh, man. Alright, that's going to help us out a lot. I need enough money for 2 trains. That way we can get some stuff to Atlanta. Oh, we have no iron over there. Uh-oh. How'd that happen? What the heck's going on? Okay, so now we need a new source of iron somewhere. Alright, that's wonderful. Everything's just breaking down before our eyes. Oh, the iron in Berlin Junction's gone. We'll just... Alright, at least the profits got a little bit better, so maybe that guy is helping us out a little bit. So let me see if I can find a new iron source here. That's close by, because I want to set the... So now we have to be a little bit careful, because money is a little bit scarce. It's an unfortunate reality here. Let's see. Oh, we do have a source of iron, not that far away. Okay. So we could use that, and... I forgot where the coal mine that I was going to go after was. Oh, right, this one. This one that's not being used at all. So I think what I'll do... I'll have a piece of electric track go in between both. Like that. I'll circle it around so it can end up in Richmond. Now, why is it doing that? It's giving us this, like, funky little setup. Ah, that is not what I wanted to do. Watch it, game. We have limited funds here. I can't be dropping money on all sorts of weird stuff. Okay, that stinks. Speaking of which. Alright, so I guess we have to go through Washington to do this. Fine. Fair enough. Okay, there we go. Eventually, we'll try to get everything up to telephone poles once the time is right, but we don't have enough for it, so it'll have to suffice. Let's see, I guess what we can do now is bust out another E11. I don't know if that's electrified or not, but I can certainly check just before we start. Where's a good one to hit? Atlanta? Let's see. Okay, I need to own that. Thank you. Let's see. How about we go to... Humana. I know this is a bit of a tricky one. We'll go to... How about Birmingham? You know what? We'll go with Atlanta. So Atlanta. And then the automobile plant up here in Richmond. And then you will just drop them off in... Guess we could send it to something in the south. Ah, here we go. Colombia seems like a good target. Okay. So if we're going to do that, we need a second one. Jacksonville has plenty of it for some whatever strange reason. Do they need autos? Oh, yeah, they do. Per what I said earlier, we're just going to straight up do that. And then... Oh, that's the wrong station. Oops. There we go. And then, finally, I think I'm going to turn this into double track right here. This little segment outside of Atlanta. Before we run out of money here. I think we've got enough trains running on this to where we do need it, so hang on. Alright, we'll double this whole thing. Might as well. Okay. That's not supposed to happen. Whoops. No, we just wasted more money. Wonderful. I'll double this track too. There we go. We have just enough, and I'm going to issue some shares to get us some more money in there. There we go. We did it. Okay, so that kind of helps to an extent. Oh, we forgot to electrify this line. That's, yeah. Now I see why you can't reach it, because we kind of can't, you know, do that. There we go. Now you should be able to reach it. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right. A little bit of a snafu there. Whoa! Okay. Excuse you. All right. So let's get this game up to 2005 here if we can. I'm hoping the reduced fuel costs can kind of help us out here, but it's not looking too hot. Jacksonville sure has a lot of stuff over here. I got an idea for new train. See if this can help us out a little bit. Grab some bauxite. Grab some materials from Tallahassee. Hang on, I'll try to debate where I want to send this to. Anderson? No. We could send it to Orlando? No. Miami? No. Oh, man, we're running out of options. Come on, Mobile, help us out. Oh, there you go. Bro, I'm trying to do stuff. What are you doing? So, of course, we're going to lose another train. So that's the problem with not having money, is now that we lose, we're going to just lose another train to the void. It's an unfortunate fate. Alright, we'll send it to Mobile here. I mean, we definitely need money here. Speed this up a little bit. And once again, we're still losing money. Alright, what is going on here? We still want to reset... No, we're in normal times, but we're just losing money hand over fist. This is not good. That's not negative. Alright, hold on. I'm going to have to do an emergency look-through and see what the heck is going on here. It's not looking too hot. Hold on. Let's see here. So I think at this point, anything that's costing us money over, like, 2 years is not looking too hot. So we're once again gonna have to cut some routes here. So some retirements. This is gonna make our profitability look bad, but in the short term it will, but in the long run it might help us out here. This is not good. I'm just gonna straight up retire trains. I'm not gonna even bother looking into demand. That might, if anything, that might help. So if they've lost money over 2 years, I don't want anything to do with it anymore. Looks like some... Yeah, it's the passenger rails and the wood trains. The timber-based trains, I should say, that are getting us. Let's see. These passenger lines are sure as hell causing us to lose a lot of money here. My goodness. I mean, they've served their purpose well for a while, and then all of a sudden they've just stopped. That's not good. This one's barely making any money, too. I'll get rid of that. This one's gone. This may cause some chaos with the auto lines, too, but so be it. That one's just straight up lost money. Okay, new plan. I guess we're not doing that. Alright, so now we took it down to 127 trains. I know the profitability looks bad, but we'll see. Remember, like, 21 million if you can. And now I'm hoping this works. As in our little balancing act finally catches up. But it was not looking good there. We do have some cash from the stock issuance, which I'm now going to do even more. It's literally the only way we can get money is issuing shares. Otherwise, it's not looking too good. Alright. So let's try to speed this up and see what we end up with. Growing prosperity. Whoo! Okay, that helps us out a ton. That definitely helps us out more than this game knows. Alright, so the revenue kind of crashed. So I'll speed up this year, end in 2006, and see where we're at. So we got to give it a year to kind of go through the motions. Okay, we got to replace that train. Boom times ahead. Nice. Alright, did that help? Yes, it did! There it is. I mean, the booming economy helped, but now we are back on track. No pun intended. So that's kind of what I was looking for, is to see if we can get back on any sort of stable ground here. I'll actually do one more share issuance because I need to go through our trains yet again. But hey, if it works, it works. So I guess we got kind of a some stability here. I know we had to cut some trains loose, but it is what it is. Speaking of cut, I'm not gonna do that right now. It's sort of the last step. But hey, that you know what? If it's working, it's working. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get at this point. So let me just save my game, and that is gonna do it for me in this episode. Thank y'all so much for watching. You know what buttons to hit. Those like and subscribe on the way out. And this is gonna be it, folks. The last stop. No, again, no pun intended, although maybe I mean it this time, who knows. But anyways, this is going to be the last stop on our tour, and then we are going to see what our final score is. And hey, who knows? It might be good. It might be, we might all of a sudden collapse towards the end. I have seen that play out before in our previous playthrough, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one, where it's the last stop. Peace out, y'all.